plan on being good at NBA 2K25, then this is the build you need. It's a 6'3" guard build that gets insane contact dunks, a 94 3-pointer unlocking all gold shooting badges, all the best dribble moves in the game, and all gold defensive badges. This build can do it all. Subscribe right now if you're hyped 2K25 is here, and turn on notifications because the content on my channel is about to be insane. What's up, guys? It's Solo back with our video, and I am very excited to drop this video. This is one of my favorite videos of the year. It is my first build video on 2K25, and I know you guys have heard it like 1,000 times, but I really think that the build that I made is insane. It is quite possibly the best guard build in the game. Usually each build kind of has a flaw. Maybe it's bad at finishing, or maybe the defense is weak, but this build right here can actually do everything, and it can dominate on basically every single court in the game. So whatever court you guys want to play on, this build will be valid for it. And if you guys get this video to 10,000 likes, I will drop a dribble moves and a best jump shot video ASAP. And I'm also live right now on Twitch, twitch.tv/solo_. I'm gonna be live streaming my entire rep grind all the way to Legend 5. Link in the description. Come through, drop a follow. But without further ado, let's jump into the build. Ladies and gentlemen, the day is finally here. It is time to show you guys my day one 2K25 build. And as you guys can see in the builder, we have NBA builds, Pro Toon builds, which this is a new thing. If you guys haven't seen, it's like position, and then you could pick your best skill, and then your archetype. It's interesting. It's, you know, we've never had that before. And then we have, of course, the NBA builds, which we've seen before. These are just the NBA templates, and you guys can go in and tweak them if you want to go in and change them. But I don't recommend doing this because I like to start from scratch. I know exactly what I want, and I know exactly the right badges that I want. And lucky for you guys, I know all of the animation cutoffs, so I am not gonna screw you over out of some of the best like dribble moves or the best dunk packages. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. You've came to the right place. So for the build name, obviously it doesn't matter. Hands in this, I like to go right. This is personal preference. If you want to go left, you can. Jersey number, you can put whatever. Now your position really doesn't change anything except where you line up on the court, and maybe, you know, if you do go power forward, say 6'6", and then you go max weight, you'll see it's 265. If I go small forward 6'6", you'll see the weight is a little bit lower. That's the only thing that changes. Maybe you get more weight. But as a point guard, I'm not gonna lie, our weight doesn't really matter. Our height is gonna be 6'3". I think this is the best height for guards, either this or 6'6". These are gonna be the best heights for those all-around point guards. And the perks of being 6'3" is that you get a really good shooting badge that I'll show you guys later. You got to be 6'3" or under in order to get it. For the weight, we're gonna go 179. This doesn't matter too much, but I just don't want to look too fat on the court. And then the wingspan is very important. A lot of new players like to go down in the wingspan because you see that 3-point just skyrocket up. You can get a 99 3-pointer. Why would you not do that? But if you go with a low wingspan, you're gonna be really bad on defense. You're not gonna be able to get contests. So I do like getting a pretty high wingspan, but I am unfortunately gonna have to bring it down to a 6'7" wingspan because you guys see our 3-pointer can go to a 94, which will give us gold limitless. So that's gonna be key for this build, especially if you want to shoot lights out. It is now time to put the attributes on this build, and I'm telling you guys, I studied this builder for hours. I was at community day labbing builds for 10+ hours. Then I took notes after I saw everyone else's builds. We learned about the animations, the badges, even more. And so everything I upgrade on this build is perfectly calculated to get the most badges and the best animations possible. So to start off, let's do our 3-pointer because that's a no-brainer. We're gonna absolutely max this out to a 94, giving us all of these gold shooting badges. You guys can see we get gold Deadeye, gold limitless range, and gold mini marksman, as long with gold set shot specialist. We will also get shifty shooter once we upgrade our agility. And mini marksman is the badge that I was telling you guys about. This is a badge that is for 6'3" players and under. So that's why I'm saying, like, there's really no point of going 6'4". Why wouldn't you just go down 1 inch to get a very good shooting badge? And you guys can see we get gold limitless range at a 93 3-pointer, and then we get that gold mini marksman at a 94. This badge is going to be crucial. If there's taller defenders guarding you, you're going to get a huge boost to your shots. And as we know, being a 6'3" player, there's going to be a lot of taller players guarding us. Next up, let's go to our ball handle, and we're going to put this all the way up to a 92 ball handle, which is going to give us every single dribble move in the game. Steph Curry sigs, Trae Young sigs, whatever sigs you want that are attached to ball handle, we are going to get every single one. Trust me, I've looked at the animation unlocks. This is all you need. Now, ankle assassin is unlocked at a 93 ball handle. I don't really think that is needed, although when I did play, ankle breakers did seem a lot better than in years past, so that is one thing to note. But at a 92 ball handle, we are going to be getting gold unpluckable, and also at a 90 ball handle, we get that gold handles for days. So those are some crucial dribbling badges. And then with our speed of ball, I think lightning launch is going to be a very good badge. I think it's going to be kind of like quick first step, if you guys remember that badge from the past. So we're going to put this up to an 86 and get that gold lightning launch. Also, dribble styles are attached to your speed of ball, and dribble styles are very important this year. And so if you go with a low speed of ball, which last year a lot of people did, that's not going to work, because if you want to be able to dribble good, you're going to need this up to get a good dribble style. And trust me, I found some good ones. Again, drop a like, sub up, turn on noties. Dribble moves video will be coming soon. And as you guys can see in the top left corner, we are already an 89 out of 99 overall. So you probably think this build is not going to turn out too good. You know, there's not too much we can get left over, maybe a little bit of steal, but just wait and see what I'm about to do. Let's do our finishing. The dunk meter looks like it's going to be pretty good this year. They did change how it works. So we're going to get contact dunks. We're going to get pro contact dunks. We're going to put this up to an 89 driving dunk. And then also, if we get onto our vertical, we're going to put our vertical up to a 78 vertical, which will give us silver posterizer and all the pro contact dunks in the entire game. If you only want the base pro contact dunks, you can go 87 driving dunk and go 75, but I want both of them, so we're gonna go 78 and 89. And when I was playing, this was going crazy. The contact dunks, I can definitely vouch. Okay, so now we're at 92 out of 99 overall, and we still have a lot of things to do. A lot of our physicals, all of our defense, maybe some rebounding, some stuff in the finishing, shooting, and playmaking. But let's talk about our defense. With perimeter defense, I think it's gonna be very important, especially on a 6'3" player. You might ask me, what's more important, perimeter defense or steal? And I would say on a 6'3", perimeter defense is more important, because you're gonna want to get that up for this badge challenger, which you guys can see on the top. That's going to be very important if you want to get good contests, especially because we're short. Again, I think we need as much help as we can get. So I'm going with a 92 perimeter defense. That's also why we went 179 on the weight, by the way. So if you didn't go with 179, you're probably not gonna be able to get this. But look at these badges: gold challenger, gold on-ball menace, gold pick dodger, and we also have Hall of Fame off-ball pest. Now, this is the part that's the most crazy to me. Look at the top left. We're at 97 out of 99, and like, you probably think the build's done. Maybe we'll just throw the rest on free throw, something like that. But no, we're gonna go to our steal, and we're gonna get this up. Now, at Community Day, my steal was going to a 79. I was getting silver glove, silver interceptor, but I found some ways to finesse this, and look at the steal we can get. A 91 steal, getting gold glove, gold interceptor, and all of a sudden our defense is looking crazy. But we're not done. We're gonna go down to our block, and although we're not gonna unlock any badges with this, this is gonna be very important, because as a 6'3" player, we need as much help as we can. And so that's why I'm gonna max out my interior at a 70, max out my block at a 63. This is going to help us a lot in the paint, although it doesn't give us badges, because post lockdown you got to be 6'5" or taller, paint patrol you got to be 6'6" or taller, and then for the block, same thing, pogo stick you got to be 6'4" or taller. Trust me, this is crucial, because at Community Day, the builds I was making, I was keeping my interior defense low and my block low. That's not something you want to do. Trust me, this gives you a lot of a paint presence, and we need that. Now let's talk about physicals real quick, because I already know I'm going to see a lot of people in the comment section talking about this. We're going to go with an 82 speed and an 83 agility. Now listen, agility is not acceleration. They took acceleration completely out of the game. Everything dribbling has to do with your ball handle and your speed of ball. So speed and agility has nothing to do with dribbling. So I don't want to see anybody saying, oh, Solo, this build's going to dribble slow. I was playing good on defense and I was moving fast. Basically, agility is your side to side on defense, your lateral quickness, and then your speed is going to be like running up and down the court. I think both of these are going to be a little bit overrated. Now, if you're going to make like a pure lockdown, then yeah, you're going to want to like max out your agility and go pretty high on the speed. But for a build like this, I think 82 and 83 is just fine. So now with these last few attributes, we're just going to like fine tune the build and finesse our way to get some certain badges or some certain animations, like our standing dunk. Now this is a 34, and a lot of people wouldn't think to upgrade it, but if you go to 40 standing dunk, this allows you to get standing dunks. You know, if you stay at a 34, you're not going to get any, but if you go to 40, this is the lowest standing dunk package, and so you'll be able to get a lot of standing dunks just by getting this to a 40, which is very cheap to do. It is a no-brainer in my opinion. Next up, our driving layup. This is already at a 77 because our driving dunk is so high, but we can get float game silver by just putting this at a 78. And if you want Trae Young layup packages, which also gives you the Trae Young floater, which might be the best floater in the game, you got to bring this up to an 80. So we're going to go to an 80 driving driving layup to just finesse an animation and an extra badge tier on float game. Next, we're gonna go to our pass accuracy and we're gonna put this up to a 71 to get that silver dimer. Now, if you do want to use a badge elevator on this, you can get that to gold dimer very easily. If you don't know what badge elevators are, basically you just got to hit level 15 in the season pass. And you guys can see on the right, dimer is a tier 2 badge, so that's a lot easier to badge elevate than say a tier 1 badge, which 2K classifies as the real good badges. So that's a little finesse right there. We got dimer in tier 2, 71 pass accuracy. We could have gold dimer if we elevate that badge. And I was playing today, trust me, 71 pass accuracy is enough. I was playing on like a 35 pass accuracy my first few games and it was very rough, but with a 71 you're gonna be just fine. You're not gonna be John Stockton out there. But look at the rest of the build. I mean, you're gonna be doing majority of the scoring, and then when they do help onto you, you'll definitely be able to throw a dot with a 71 pass accuracy. And finally, I'm gonna put the last attribute on free throw, and that is gonna finish the build. Look at this thing. We get contact dunks at an 89 driver dunk, 94 three-pointer, getting all the gold badges. This is insane. We're going to shoot lights out. We get all the jump shot bases, 92 ball, and it gives us every single dribble move. And the defense is crazy. 92 perimeter, 91 steal. This is the best guard build in the game, in my opinion. And subscribe if you skip to this part of the video, because let's be real, I know that's how you guys work. Some people do watch the whole video, but I know some of y'all just skip. So sub up since I'm putting y'all on, because really, bro, look at this. Are you going to find a better guard build? Maybe, but this is definitely one of the better ones, at least one of the better ones that I've seen so far. Now, there are a few other ways to make this build. If you guys do plan on playing a lot of pro-am or rec and you're kind of worried about your free throw, then you could lower some things. You could even take away from your speed or agility if you want. Like, you go like 80 actually, no, you can't. You go 81 speed, and then you could take down your agility a little bit. You could take it down to an 82 and then put that on free throw, and then bang, 93 free throw just like that. Or I'm already knowing a lot of you guys are going to want more pass accuracy. To be honest, just lowering the speed agility is not going to cut it. You're probably going to have to drop your steal either to a 79 or bring your perimeter defense down to an 80, and then bang, you get some more pass accuracy. But I honestly don't think you really need it. I just love how this build is made as is, just like this. But again, honestly, this isn't even the worst of moves. If you do want free throw, lower the speed and agility by 1, put the rest on free throw. That could be valid. But for me, I'm going to mainly be playing park with this build, so I'm not going to be shooting free throws. So that's why I made it the way that I made it. Taking a look at all the badges in the top right, we get a ton of gold badges. We do get 1 Hall of Fame badge, which is softball pest, but we don't have any legend badges. And you might be wondering, damn, is that bad? Is that not good? Legend badges are going to be for builds that are like specialists, like a pure lockdown that's going to have a 99 steal, or like a pure slasher that'll have a 99 driver dunk. Most builds are not actually going to have legend badges, which you guys don't know is the new red badge tier. It is higher than Hall of Fame. Now let's talk about takeovers. If you guys are new to 2K25, there is 72 of them, so it's going to be very confusing. So let me tell you guys what the best ones are. You can see in the top right, we have above the rim. This will give you plus 15 to your driving dunk at level 5 and poster machine takeover buddy. That one should be pretty good. And another one that I think is going to be good is going to be this gifted hands one, which at level 5 gives you plus 8 to your 3-pointer. So we'll have over a 99 3-pointer and plus 8 to your steal. So we'll have a 99 steal and a 99 3-pointer if we use gifted hands with the takeover ability of spoiler. Then this one looks pretty good. It's a pickpocket. Level 5, you get plus 8 to your perimeter. So we'll have a 99 perimeter and plus 8 to your steal. So 99 perimeter, 99 steal at level 5 with the takeover ability of spoiler, which gives you a higher efficiency in getting on ball and pass steals. So this is pretty much like a lock take. Like if you want to run a defensive take, I would maybe go with pickpocket. 3 and D also looks pretty good. At level 5, you get a plus 7 to your 3, plus 7 to your perimeter, and plus 7 to your agility with the marksman takeover. That is one downside, is it has marksman. I like the deep bomber sharp take better, and that's a reason why I think satellite might be the takeover that I use with this build, because look at this, plus 7 to our midi. So we're gonna have a 91 midi at level 5, plus 7 to our 3-pointer. We're gonna have over a 99 3-pointer and plus 7 to our speed with the deep bomber takeover ability. This is like a limitless range type takeover ability. So I think satellite's gonna be really good, but midi Maestro might just be insane, because we know midi fades are going to be OP, and at level 5 we get a plus 15 to our midi, so we would have a 99 midi. So imagine this build with contact dunks, 94 3, all the dribble moves, all the defense, as you guys can see, and then a 99 midi on top of it with the silky shooter takeover ability. Midi Maestro is another really good option for you guys. I want you guys to really have the best build possible, and I don't want you to mess it up at all. So I'm going to give you a few animations as well, because we are going with the driving dunk of 89 with the 78 vertical. Make sure you equip the pro contact dunks. Go into the dunk style creator and equip the pro contact dunk, because if you're going to upgrade your driving dunk this high, you got to put on the dunk. Same with the stand dunk. If you're going to put put this to a 40, make sure you go into the dunk style creator and purchase the basic standing dunks that come with the 40 standing dunk. As far as the jump shots go and the dribble moves, I'll be dropping videos soon. If you guys get this video at 10K likes, trust me, I found insane dribble moves, and my jump shots looking pretty good too. I had a lot of people asking me for it. But now it's time to complete the build, see what type of shades we got, and see what the build is called. I know a lot of you guys care about this. We have shades of Lonzo Ball, Jalen Suggs, and Drew Holiday. 3 really good defending point guards. So that is a good sign of making an all-around build. And it says you have built a 2-way 3-level shot creator. So it's got pretty much it all. 2-way, can play offense and defense. 3-level, can score at all 3 levels, and it's a shot creator. What can't this build do? Let me know the flaws. Maybe you'll say pass accuracy, but still take a step out of that corner and I am dotting you up. Trust me, I am just fine with that 71 pass act. And then if you guys didn't know, there's a brand new feature called test build. So you guys can click this up your overall over on the right to a 99, and then you guys can go in here and just put on whatever sigs you want. You go put on whatever sigs you want. You go put on whatever jump shot you want over here. And then you're able to play freestyle 3v3 or 5v5. So before you make this build and spend money on it, I'm giving you a pro tip. I don't want you to waste money, but I don't think you are with this build. You can come in here, bro, and shoot around. You could shoot around, dribble around, see if you like the build. I highly recommend you do this. And W2K, honestly, I know a lot of people like to hate on 2K. W2K for adding this feature, because this is going to be one of the most slept on and just like kind of brushed over features that they added. And this is a huge W, because people are really going to save a lot of money, a lot of VC, because they can test out their builds before they make them and spend money and just mess up their build. The least y'all could do is subscribe if you made it this far, since I'm putting y'all onto the best build in the game. And check the link in the description, twitch.tv/solo_. I'm probably live right now streaming the rep grind. I will be a top rep player in 2K25, and you're not going to want to miss it. And if you want to see gameplay with this build, click the video, pop it up on your screen right here. These are my first games ever with this build.